Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Now keep in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone, so make sure to check out your other placements to get a full picture of what's going on. All right, my friends, let's get started. What is the energy around Pisces for the week ahead? We see the Hermit flopping out here. Okay, so Pisces, you're going to sort of be needing some time for some inner reflection, some time to sort of look at things from different perspectives, to really gain some wisdom here so that you can understand your experience from a multitude of different perspectives here. I feel like you're not feeling confident about something to do with relationships this week, but you may need some support. So, Pisces, the Three of Cups coming out. You may need time to figure out some things when it comes to some relationships that formed in the past that you're feeling a little bit like a little pessimistic about what's going on in these relationships. And you're not sure if you can really trust these relationships like you used to. You're starting to feel like you need to sort of look at this all again, you know, Pisces. And it feels like, yeah, you might be overthinking this a little bit. You might sort of be anticipating some outcomes that you're not feeling really jazzed about. You're not feeling thrilled about these outcomes. But there is a choice to make here about whether or not you're going to stay guarded and defensive, or are you going to sort of release that sort of guarded and defensive feeling and start to sort of accept things the way they are. It's almost like accepting what is instead of trying to change it in some way. I don't think it's within your control to change it. It feels like what is in your control is how you perceive this thing, how you perceive this situation, how you perceive these people. Do you want a new beginning elsewhere, or are you content sort of feeling this almost like a fear of missing out energy here in the Seven of Wands? It's almost like you're feeling really defensive and you keep looking back at something from the past, and you're torn about whether or not you can let this go, it almost feels like you want to let these relationships go, but you're afraid of the consequences of doing that. And you're already sort of struggling with a little bit of like fear of missing out. You might be like, what's coming to mind is like you might be seeing these people on social media, let's say, living their best lives, celebrating, enjoying themselves, and you're like, I want to do that with them again. I miss doing that with them. But there's something here that's saying to you, you've got to move ahead. This is interesting. I'm gonna clarify this before I get too far into this first row. Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, Star card. So you're recovering from something, and you know, as you recover from it, you're starting to feel a little bit defeated. It's like you're losing hope that you're going to figure this out. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So it feels like there could be some energy around this, like a gossipy, secrety, sort of unspoken stuff that you don't know about. And it's like, it sort of put you in a place where you don't have faith in this anymore. You're even maybe even losing faith in yourself. You could be dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius. Pisces, I feel like you're in a situation that involves other people and you're not sure if you can trust them because you've received some news. Yeah, there's the Judgment card. You've received some news about these relationships that I think was very unsettling for you, but it showed you the truth. And it's one of those situations where it's like when someone shows you who they are, you have to believe them. You know what I mean? Like, you can't make excuses. You can't say, oh, well, it was because of this or whatever. It is what it is. And again, it's one of those readings where it feels like coming to terms with what is, especially in relationships. Excuse me. And two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Feels like you could go one way or the other. Either you're going to continue with these relationships sort of pretending that you didn't see what you saw, you didn't receive what you received, you didn't get this judgment that you did get. Like you know what the scoop is now. You got the scoop. Now it's just time to take the moment here as the Hermit and the Star card to sort of look at it, integrate it, understand it, and recover from it. You know, because I think it shocked you. I think there was something here with a group of friends that really shocked you. And there's the Three of Cups again. Yeah, it showed you something. You saw something in this group that you didn't expect. I think you always thought you'd be celebrating with these people, and now you've got your thumb turned down with that Ace of Wands. You've turned your back on these people. They've disappointed you in some way, and now you've got your thumb turned down saying, no, I don't accept this. You don't accept this, Pisces. And you're a very sensitive person, Pisces. And something here hurt you. You saw what you needed to see, and you're recovering from it. I think you're really having a hard time recovering from it. There's a part of you that just wants to run back as if you didn't see what you needed to see, and you just almost want to pretend like it didn't happen because you're so afraid of the outcome of not being close to this group anymore. But that could just be a fear of missing out. I feel like there's something going on here with social media. You're still able to see things that are happening, and you feel left out. Yeah, there's the Five of Pentacles. You feel left out in the cold. You don't want to be left out. Emperor in reverse. You feel like you don't trust. You're having some trust stuff here with them. It's actually causing you not to trust yourself. It's almost gaslighty. It feels like you're either going to gaslight yourself or they tried to gaslight you. And there's the Page of Pentacles sort of saying, hey, all hope is not lost. It's not these people or nothing. Maybe there's something more in resonation with you coming in. Maybe there's something in more alignment with you coming in if you can accept this for what it is. And that feels like the bottom line here. There's the Knight of Swords. And I can't help but think that this Knight of Swords is bringing in a lot of change for you. And it's coming fast. It's just whether or not you can accept this. Or are you going to just make excuses and sort of justifications to excuse away what you saw here? I'm pulling out a third tarot deck because I would like to clarify a little further for you. I was going to say Aquarius, Pisces. I feel like you could be dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Again, don't get too hung up on sun signs because we have placements all over the place. So whatever the dominant energy is around this person at this time could be reflected in Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify a little bit more here. King of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, there's that Virgo energy coming through again. This is, Taurus energy coming through again. You've got Taurus here and Aries. When I was looking at the Emperor, I said Taurus because I was thinking of the Hierophant. So that's Aries in the Emperor. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Something here that's making you overly focus on the material. It's like, yeah, it's an interesting energy, actually. It really feels like you don't feel secure around these folks. There's the Hierophant. There's your Taurus in reverse. Yeah, I knew that the Hierophant energy I was feeling it, but when I looked at the Emperor, I said Taurus. So, yeah, you almost need to go your own way here when I see the Hierophant in reverse. These individuals almost feel like they belong to a larger group, and so you've really got this strong fear of missing out group. It's like you feel like if you go your own way, if you trust what you saw in them as being the truth, and you don't gaslight yourself anymore, and you just trust what you saw, then it's almost like, well, that means you have to move away from something that feels mainstream, or it feels like You'd be moving away, you'd be rebelling against something that everyone else agrees is true. And it's like you see it for what it is now. You've seen through the illusion. There's an illusion around these people. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these people have like a celebrity status of some kind, or they are known. There's people that follow these people, and now you've seen the truth. And so suddenly, if you're not a follower, it's almost like you're on the outside now. And so there's a part of you that's doubting this. A part of you is saying, can it be? It can't be. How can it be? But it be. You saw evidence of it, and I feel like it affected you directly. And now you're second guessing yourself because of this fear of missing out, and you're overthinking the consequences of moving away from this group of people. And yet that's exactly what this reading is guiding you to continue to do, to trust yourself and move quickly in the other direction. There's the world in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like if you were to continue to associate despite your instincts, that you'd be deceiving yourself. There's the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and you'd be denying the integration of this experience with the world in reverse. This is very interesting, Pisces. I feel like you have to go your own way here. You have to go the way that you feel you have to go. Look at this. You've got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse coming up to clarify here. And I feel like it's like your intuition is too emotionally invested right now in them. You still feel very emotionally invested in them, and you're not sure if you want to lay down your relationship or not. You want to. I think you know you need to, but you're having a hard time trusting yourself because of the emotional attachment, and you've been carrying their wands around for a long time, and it's like a part of you feels like, can I actually let go? Can I? Of course you can, but will you? Of course you can. I almost feel like some of you might be looking for permission to let go, because you feel like, can you actually do this when so many other people still follow and believe in what's happening around this group of people? I feel like they must have some sort of following, or it's like you've seen the truth about someone who has a public image that they don't want disturbed, and you've seen past the illusion. You know who they really are. And there's that Seven of Wands again, now on the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling. Yeah. There's a part of you that just doesn't want to fight for this anymore. You just, you have a fear of missing out, but I feel like a part of you just wants to walk away and not look back. Even though you keep looking back, I think like in some way you keep seeing them still, even though you're not in contact as much, maybe on social media. And there's a part of you that just wants to run in the other direction. It's interesting, Pisces. I wonder, let's see, what does Pisces need to surrender or surrender to when it comes to this situation? One more, please. That first one's very interesting. Okay, bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, so the first thing that came out for you is surrender comparisons with others. This is your fear of missing out. This is that energy of the fear of missing out, that, you keep comparing yourself to other people that are still living in the illusion that these people, you've seen past it. You've seen past it. The veil has been lifted. You see the truth. You know what's going on. And a part of you is sort of like, can I go back to the Matrix, please? I want to go back to sleep. But you can't. And it's all coming from a fear of missing out. It's comparing yourself to other people. It says here, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So really focusing on yourself will help diminish that fear of missing out. Okay, we also see here surrender to play. So take a break from overthinking, which you've been doing, and do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So it's almost like, one way to sort of limit the overthinking, which we see reflected here as well, is to go out and have some fun and stop watching them so much. Stop watching what they're doing. Keep your eyes focused on yourself. Don't compare yourself to the other people still following them. Don't watch them on social media having a good time and partying, and you're like, I want to be a part of that. You've seen the truth. You've already seen through the illusion. So it says here, surrender to obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you to clarity or even solve the problem. So you've got some solid guidance here. Stop the obsessive thinking. Stop comparing it to others, right? Stop comparing yourself to the others that are still in the illusion. They'll see the truth eventually as well. And surrender to play. Go have some fun and stop focusing on this. Stop thinking about them. Stop watching them. Stop having that sort of obsessive quality when it comes to these people or this experience, because then you'll feel less trapped by that fear of missing out. The fear of missing out is the problem here. And also the emotional attachment you have to them, because I think you've been with them for a long time, and you've been making excuses for them for a long time. I think you've seen evidence of this all along, but now it's like it hit you directly. And you can't deny it anymore. You just can't deny it. Wow, very interesting reading for you, Pisces. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this reading has been helpful and resonated for you. If it has, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. I appreciate your support on the channel so very much. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. As always, I am sending you so much love and light, my friends, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care.